Call it Motown, call it the Motor City. To Lions fans, this is home. Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Green Bay Packers and the Detroit Lions. Alongside Greg Olson, I'm Mike Tirico. The kicker has us set for the start. And we are underway in downtown Detroit. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line. At their own 18-yard line.
Ready?
They'll run with the second-round pick in the April draft. And he's going to be hit and drop behind the line. Great push upfield defensively. What a way to start this one. At the 16.
You spend all week on your opening script. What are the plays that allow you to find a rhythm and have some early success offensively? Well, in this case, that first play you drawn up sent you going back the wrong direction. How does that change this play caller's approach to the ground game going forward?
Here we go.
On play action, Love. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Not the sharpest of starts on offense. Here, an early 3rd and long. Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. Talk things over before 3rd down.
This ain't what you want. This ain't what you want. This ain't what you want.
Let's go. 33, yellow. Slide 2. Speedo blue.
Now Love. That one caught. That's Matthew Golden. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the first down.
That is 3 plays and out. It's 4th down.
Ready.
On 4th down, Love. He dives, and what a catch for the first down. They get 18 yards on 4th down, and a fresh set of downs.
And that's a big-time effort on 4th down. If he doesn't come up with this ball, Mike, they turn it over on downs, but instead, not only does he lay out and make a terrific catch, they get a fresh set of downs here and now see if they can finish this thing off and come away with some points.
A handoff as they try to run it here. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
36-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he's not going to outrun the defense. They push him back out of bounds. A loss of a couple.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
Ready.
7th play of this opening drive, and here's 3rd down.
Come on, set, field, black, blue, 32. Red, yellow. Cut.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. He's got a man. That's Watson. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
It's a gain of 22
They're
yards.
locked in on this drive. Second connection for that pair. This one gaining 22.
A gain of 22 yards. 1st down, Packers.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
Down. Set. Cut.
From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
Taken down at the It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Ready?
To go play action with Love. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. It's a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
And 7.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended.
Here we go.
Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
But he goes nowhere. Call doesn't pan out. It's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
They'll go for it. Love. That's taken in. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 12 as they wind up converting on 4th down.
6, Madden.
Love to throw on 1st and 10. He'll let this go towards the end zone. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. Next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
90.
On 2nd down, Love. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And he's in! Touchdown, Green Bay. His 12th touchdown of the year. The extra point is good. And the Packers will take a 7-0 lead. So Narvison now, after the touchdown, will kick this one away. This is fielded inside the 5. Now an opening past the 30. Still on the move. And he's going to take this all the way back. 94 yards. Touchdown, Detroit. You talk about a response. After the offense goes down the field and gets a touchdown, the special teams unit comes back to get the 6 right back for the other side.
And I've been there, Mike. You find yourself on offense, you watch your opponent go down and get a touchdown, and you're saying amongst each other, you're saying, hey, we're going to get the ball back. Let's go get one of our own. But in this case, the return unit says, no, offense, you stay on the sideline. We got this. And they go back and get a score of their own.
We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. This returnable from the 4. And he'll be out of bounds on the return, and the drive will begin there.
At their own 31-yard line.
Money up to a whole nother level. I don't know no better. When I got rich of these,
the Lions all their first time out, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline.
Okay, right? Here we go. Ready.
Off the play fake. Here's Love. That one intercepted. Picked off by Rasul Douglas.
Rasul Douglas. The first down pass.
I know it doesn't seem like a ton of yards on top of that pick, but that was really well done. I mean, it's just going to make life so much easier now as the offense takes the field, trying to capitalize off of that turnover.
Okay, ready? 12, 10. Let's go now. 45, wide. Ready.
First carry now for Jahmyr Gibbs. Has some room inside the 30. And he will get into the end zone. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Detroit. Here's Bates for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Lions will move out to a 14-7 lead.
Packers 7. Jack Fox picking off for the Lions.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 5. Get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Ready.
They'll begin here on the ground. The hold closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
He's brought down by Terrion Arnold. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6.
Come on, set.
They'll stick with him again. And he'll get about 5 past the 30-yard line. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard.
Brings up 3rd.
Here's Love. And that is incomplete. Christian Watson, the intended receiver.
Christian Watson.
And it's going to bring up 4th down.
He was covered by
I think he
Brian
predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
And he's going to have the Packers first down. Boy, that was a tough couple of yards to pick up. They convert, and the drive stays alive.
Here we go. Set.
Now, faking the give. That one on target to Watson. And he'll be taken down with the first down as time will run out on this opening quarter. So after 1, 14-7 is our score. And we are back to the Motor City in a moment. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Ready.
Love. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And he's not going to get too far. Tackled after a gain of just a yard.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9. At the Lions' 44-yard line.
Call red.
Throwing on 2nd down, Love. And he's out of bounds, down inside the 35. A pickup of 12 yards. Good for a Green Bay first down.
First down, Green Bay.
Here we go, set.
The man in motion is Watson. On first down, it's Love. He is hit before he can get rid of it. And down he goes. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
It's 2nd down.
From the gun, it's Love. The ball deflected at least a couple of times until it will fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Tucker Craft was the intended receiver there. And 3rd down coming up.
Let's go now. Blue 32. Ready.
To throw is Love. This one intercepted. That's the safety, Kirby Joseph.
And these are the throws that are really holding the offense back right now, Mike. He just has to make better decisions because you're not going to win many games when you turn the ball over at this rate.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 43-yard line.
Let's go. Needle, 52 blue. Ready.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. Now, deep shot for Amon-Ra. That is brought in. It is a big play there for the Lions. A pickup of 44 yards.
And it's hardly an exaggeration when I say, Mike, that he's probably one of the most difficult individual assignments in the entire league. It's like playing football against that really good kid in your neighborhood. He's just hard to cover, and plays like this, it just shows how special he can be.
White. Drill green. Fuse yellow. Blaster 6. Set cut.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That'll be caught. It's Jahmyr Gibbs. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Slide blue. Rail yellow. Set.
He'll drop to throw. Moving outside the pocket. He pulls it in around the 5. And he is out of bounds. That's a couple of yards short of the marker, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
97. Ready. Hut.
Now they'll set up to throw. That was incomplete. Humphrey outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot. And now it is 4th down.
Teams practice these situations all week long, Mike. Down here in the tight red zone, you find yourself inside the 10-yard line. You're thinking, we've got to come away with a touchdown. Well, after that 3rd down incomplete, it's going to be real interesting to see how they approach this 4th down after failing on 3rd. And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you, and let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on.
He'll take a shot for Watson. And that is incomplete.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here, we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Now Love. Flush to his right. He'll try to run for it. Love going to get to the ground, avoid the contact, and pick up a 1st down.
9 yards. That's good for the Packers. 1st down.
Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And that one going to be closed down in the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing it and dropping him for a loss. 2 minutes remain here in this 1st half. Greg and I back from Ford Field in Detroit in a moment.
Set cut. Greg 38. Cut.
Love quickly out to Watson. And he'll be very close to a 1st down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
But it's 3rd down.
Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And he will have the Packers 1st down. Able to convert, albeit not by much, but they get it on 3rd and a yard.
And
these are the tough yards you judge a back by, Mike. We used to say to our backs, hey, even if we don't block everyone, you've got to be your own blocker. Like, you have to find a way to get 1 yard and keep this drive alive, and I think he's able to pick up that 1st down by about a yard or 2. Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
From the gun, here's a handoff. And he'll get the first down there. A pickup of about 5 yards. That's timeout for Green Bay. It'll be their second. And they'll stop it just over a minute remaining in this first half. First and 10.
Here we go.
Slot man in motion right.
Green. Set.
On first and 10, here's Love. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back.
On the ball.
Here comes second and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4. At their 48-yard line.
Quick throw on the RPO is complete. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7. Throwing is Love. That's caught by Golden, right side. Packers going to use their final timeout now. They'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they have an internal clock in their head. How does my protection match up with the rush and the route concept I'm trying to attack downfield? In this case, he's looking downfield, realizes quickly this ball's got to come out, checks it down to his underneath drag, picks up what he can.
A second down throw for Love. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. And he's going to have the first down as he gets out of bounds, and he stopped the clock as well.
A gain of 7.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. As you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a first down.
Black 40. Black blue. And you don't blue. Cut.
Love to throw it on first down. That is incomplete. No way to force a football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up second down.
It's second down.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
We'll try again. It's second and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And he'll get about 3 here on second down before he's out of bounds.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
They need the 24-yard line as they come up for third down.
33. Yellow. Set.
Here's Love to throw. Oh, that's the one thing they couldn't have there, the sack. That might take them out of field goal range. Aiden Hutchinson. He gets in to record his second sack of this first half. So, one half in the books. Second half coming up. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10.
Come on, set. 45. White. Claws red. Right. White. Hey, draw steal.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Let's go. Ready, ready.
A run here with Gibbs. They will not get back to the line of scrimmage. They pick him up and throw him down for a loss.
He's brought down back at the 16.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Down. Green jack.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. He's got his tight end. That's Laporta. And he's taken down up past the 35.
It's a gain of 21
The
yards.
defense blows a chance to get off the field as the offense converts 3rd and 14.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Set, cut.
On the handoff, this is Gibbs. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Down behind the line of scrimmage.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
Red, 38. Cut, cut.
Back to throw. Exiting the pocket right. He's going to tuck it and go. And he's going to be forced out of bounds. Still plenty of work to do. 3rd and long coming up.
Just getting anything out of that one, I think, is a positive. It looked like he might have to throw it away early. Instead, he pulls it down. He winds up picking up a yard.
3rd and 10.
Here we go. 60 red. 60 red. Black shot. Red. Cycle. Needle blue. Mega. Mega. Ready.
He'll look to throw. He's going to take a shot. Sends it down the middle. And that is incomplete contact, but no flags. It's going to be 4th down.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down.
Ready. Ready. Hey, green. Ready. Ready.
They do indeed snap it as they'll try and throw. He's going to look downfield once again. That is hard. No touchdown, but they are close. Going to be 1st and goal. They've got at the 3. So the big play gets them down close. And now 1st and goal.
Set. Cut.
Gibbs. And he is going the wrong way. Tackled back at the 7.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
Forced to his right. That is caught back corner of the end zone. Touchdown, Lions. Some play by the quarterback. He got flushed by the rush, but Greg made the right choice and ends up with a touchdown pass.
The question always is for these quarterbacks, Mike, in this situation, how long does he remain a passer, or then does he just tuck it down and become a runner? I think he does this perfectly, extends the play as long as possible, gives time for his receiver to uncover, and results in a touchdown.
They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
Let's go now. 45. White. Set. Cut.
His drive will start on the ground. And he's going to be very close to the 1st down marker. Out of bounds after a gain of 9.
To the 28-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
on the 28-yard line. Here's second and a yard.
Down, ready.
A good play action with Love. Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. 15 yards on the catch and run for the first down.
A gain of 15. First down, Green Bay.
Ready, sit, set.
On play action, Love. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
Loss of 7 yards. It's second down.
Throwing on second down, Love.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
Off the play fake. Here's Love. That one caught. He finds Golden. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
First down.
Handoff here, up the middle. Wanarani brings it to the red zone. Taken down inside the 20-yard line.
First down. 24-yard gain on the play.
Loves to throw on first and 10. That's to the left side, taken in by Golden. And he'll get about 8 on that one, so most of it coming after the catch. It's second down.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
Second and a yard. The RPO, that one is complete. And he gets out wide. He'll go to the end zone. Touchdown, Packers. It's his third touchdown catch this year. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive, because they've still got some work to do.
The extra point is good. And the Packers draw closer here. It's 21-14. So these two teams take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium. We've come to the end of the third quarter. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. So things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. From the 35, it's first and 10.
Let's go. Ready.
On to the fourth quarter, and it begins with a run by Gibbs. And that'll be a pickup of 3.
Rashawn Gary on the tackle. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7 at the 38-yard line.
From the 38 now, here's second down and 7.
Edo blue. Set. Ready. Cut.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. Rashawn Gary. He works his way in, and a big milestone sack, number 50 in his career. So backed up after the sack, and now it's third and long.
Black. 60. Blaster. 6.
They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
Let's go now. Black. 95. Blue striker. Claws red. Set.
Now they'll set up to throw. That's going to be caught. And he's going to have the Lions first down. Big letdown defensively. They allow him to convert on 4th and long.
47-yard line.
I like a little bit of this risk-taking when you found yourself with the lead in the 4th quarter. Conservative wisdom says, just punt it away and let your defense win this game for you. But now after going for it on 4th down and extending the drive, they can continue to work this clock. And even if they do have to give the ball back to their opponent, they're going to get the ball back in a lot less time. So I really like that decision.
That's a gain of 11. And they'll move the chains with another first down.
Come on, set.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Here's a handoff to Gibbs. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up second and 7.
Ready? Go. 17. Ready. 50. Green. Black Ultra. Set.
He'll drop to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Touchdown, Detroit. That is second touchdown of the game. This one number 7 on the year. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
This taken at the 5. He'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He'll let this one rip. Looking for Watson. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's second down.
Well, they pretty much need a touchdown on this possession. And I think if I'm the defensive coordinator, the fine line you have to find, Mike, is I know I don't want to give up a deep shot, but I also don't want to just play prevent defense and give up too much underneath. So just continue to find that balance, make them go the long way, and just bleed this clock. This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think like they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
Here we go. Here we go. Yellow. 22. Real green. Watson. 6. Ready.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And he's going to have a Packers first down. As they manage to convert, that'll keep this drive alive. First down. From the gun, it's Love. Now he'll air one out. He's got it. And he will score. Game on. Matthew Golden. Touchdown, Green Bay. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance. Can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. A return now from the 4. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line.
Hey, red. 33, yellow. Needle blue.
Back to throw here to begin the drop. He's got Laporta open on the left side. He's taken down just shy of midfield. About 15 yards to kick off the drive. It's a first down.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conserved, just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
And he's into a slide to avoid the contact. Does so successfully, and it's a first down.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
Handoff, Gibbs running left. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too. Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to the second down play.
60 red, 60 red, green jack. Check, hut.
They'll drop to throw. Moving to his right. Now he takes off. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. Good job breaking the pocket and going for 14 yards, and most importantly, a first down.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Here we go. 52 blue. Blue striker. Ready.
They'll look to throw here on first down. That one's out wide to Gibbs. That's a timeout for Green Bay. It'll be their second. They'll stop it. Just over 40 seconds to go in this one.
Brings up second.
Here's second and 2.
At the Packers' 22-yard line.
Come on, set. Ready.
A run up the middle. It's Gibbs. Open space inside the 10. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. Bates, good, with the extra point. And the Lions will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
Jack Fox to kick off.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. A safe kick taken at the 5. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Here's first and 10.
17.
Out of the shotgun. It's Love. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
The 21-yard line.
Set, ready. Yellow, 22.
Back to the air, it's Love. He'll take a shot for Watson. That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Stayed right with him, and we'll bring up third down.
Ready.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. He's going to try it here again. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, They're lucky it hasn't been even more.
On fourth down, Love.
To number 31. Result of the play is a turnover on down.
Fight, 97. Hut.
On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. Packers going to use their final timeout now, and they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play.
White. Set. Foot, needle, blue, blaster, stick, smash, red. Check white, ultra. Hut.
He'll look to throw. He's going to look for the home run ball. And this will be incomplete.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
Set.
Throwing now on third and long. Again, working deep downfield. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play.
I can sit up here all day, Mike, and we can talk about the missed throw, but I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job making it difficult for them to complete the pass, but I think they saved the touchdown along the way.
He's going to dial up another deep ball. And the Packers are going to come up with the late turnover.